So this is the Exo Hydroponic Garden Tower. I just got the extension to it, so I think it's a good time to show you how to add on to this tower. It's a little dirty from the algae, so it's a good time to also clean it. Wipe some of this algae off. You know, with any kind of hydroponic system, you gotta deal with algae in some way. Make sure you turn the pump off before you add the new extension. If you're getting the extension, show you guys how to do this and show you how to add the extension to the Exo Hydroponic Garden Tower. Just gonna go ahead and take this to the sink and clean this a little bit because this one's extra nasty. So we have the new tier right here. So just like the previous ones, just go ahead and slide that on. We have the top part. You want to take the cap and put that on there just like that. Now we're going to add the plants. I'm going to show you what plants I'm adding to this tower. So the first plants I'm adding to this Exo Garden Tower are red lettuce. So let's go ahead and show you how I'm going to add these to the tower. So they recommend starting your seeds outside of the tower underneath some grow lights. I used an Aero Garden. It's another type of hydroponic system that you can use at home really easily. So I'm just going to take my little Aero Garden plug and get that seed into that little net pod that they include with this kit. So another thing that the Exo Garden Tower includes are these little pebbles. So I'm going to use these pebbles to fill in the rest of this basket. So here's the first little basket with the plug inside of it with the little pebbles. So go ahead and put that right into the tower, and we're going to repeat that process. So I'm just going to try to get some of the roots through the bottom of this basket. So make sure that it can get the water from the tower. And again, I'm just filling in some pebbles into that basket to fill in some of that empty space. So when it comes to growing vegetables inside with hydroponics, there's one thing I recommend that you guys do. Grow things inside that you can't grow outside. So it's April right now, about to be May here in Houston, Texas. Things are starting to warm up. For example, my lettuce plants outside have already bolted. So that's why in here, I'm going to be growing broccoli and lettuce because I can't grow them outside without them bolting. So that's what the next plant is broccoli. So the first plant was lettuce, and now I'm adding some broccoli to this Exo Garden Tower. So it's going to be the same process. I got my little plug with my broccoli starter. I'm going to put that right in the middle. I'm going to add the little hydroponic pebbles to this basket, just like that. Fill that in. Put that right there into the tower. Oh, there's a pH detector. So it's a universal indicator paper included with this tower. So I guess you would just take one of these strips, just test it out, or put it in the water and test the pH. And he adds more water to this too. So it's going to change colors, and it looks like it's changing to like a green color. So I guess that means there's a pH of about between 7 to 9. It looks darker, so I would guess it would be about an 8. You can see that. Probably needs some adjustments, or either that, maybe add some fresh water to this tank and see if it makes a difference. So the Exo Tower company also includes these little plugs in your kit that you can start your seeds in outside of the tower, or you can grab a little seedling like this, split the plug open, and then you can put the seedling inside. So this is a little pepper plant. So I put it inside of the middle of the plug. I got a little basket right here. I'm gonna put that right inside the basket and just add it to the tower. And as far as grow lights go, I'm using these grow lights I got off Amazon. I'll have a link in the description. The last thing that was included in this kit from Exo is this nutrient pack. So I'm going to add this to the water because it's been a while since I added fresh nutrients. And you probably should add your nutrients about every 4 to 6 weeks. Go ahead and put that into the water reservoir. And don't forget to turn your pump back on. So I just turned the pump back on. So there's one last thing I want to mention. With the hose, you want to make sure you adjust the hose to the length of your tower. So depending on how many sections you have on your Exo tower, you'll need to adjust it by just cutting the hose and making sure it's the perfect height. Otherwise, the water's not going to flow evenly. But if you found this video helpful in any way, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more gardening videos. Thanks for watching.